So for now, let's go over what we did yesterday, shall we? So movement is right click to like look around, and then if you hold, or at least hold down your mouse wheel, then you can drag things around. Zooming in uses your scroll wheel, and it also depends on where your mouse is to zoom. Okay, other than that, if you right click, you can find this isometric thing, which kind of helps you reset and gives you a better view if you want to see something in 3D. So last class, we were talking about the sketch feature, which is in this top left corner. How it works is when you click on it, it will ask you to select a sketch plane. So this is on like what axis you're drawing on, like axis. So we selected the top plane right here because we wanted to draw top down. Okay, and next, here's a handy thing. If you right click and click on view normal to sketch plane, this is a very convenient function. If you click on this, it automatically sets you into a good, like the best sort of angle to view your sketch. So since we selected top, this is a top down view. Okay, and then we were doing a name card. So we were doing this rectangle thing here. We select center point rectangle. Since I want it to be in the center, I select the origin, which is this dot here in the center, and drag out and click. All right. And then we also talked about the dimension tool, which is up here. And you can also, as with the hover, you can use the letter D to select it as a hotkey. Okay. So how the dimension tool works is that it lets you like either set the size or set the position of an object. I want to here select sort of like adjust the size of my rectangle. Okay, so I'm going to select this side, and it shows me like the length of the side, and I'm pretty sure we did, I think it was 84 for the side here. And now this rectangle is 84 millimeters wide. And if I want to set the height, then I simply drag out, or the length, whatever, I simply just click on this side, drag it out, and set it, which I think is 56, sorry. And now we have our constrained rectangle. Remember, black lines mean it's constrained, and blue means you can move it. Okay, so next, we are going to finish our sketch. Right click, go to isometric view, and then extrude our rectangle. Okay, so simply click on this extrude button right here, and it's going to ask you to select a face or sketch region to extrude. I want to extrude my first sketch, so simply just click on it. Of course, you can also just click here, it's a lot easier, but for example, I'm going to click here. And then from here, we want to adjust the depth of our rectangle. Since we're creating a new one, this is basically just asking us for how high do we want our rectangle. How big? I want it to be 5 millimeters thick, so I simply put the 5 in there, and now it is 5 millimeters, and I click on this check mark, and now we have our rectangle. Okay.
Okay, now let's go back to the very beginning of by creating a document. Go to that UI. So Larry, and then everyone, let's start from this page by clicking the create a document and give a name like a practice or class, review, whatever. Okay, give a name. And now let's do what just Larry did. Okay, create a square extrude. All right. So we'll give you like a few minutes. If you've done this, put on the chat window, just say you're done. If you don't know what to do, share your screen. We will help you soon, okay? So the first part of this class is just make sure everyone knows how to draw a sketch, put dimension on it, and then extrude it, all right?
Right? Please put a yes in the chat if you are. So no one has done a rectangle yet? If you just finished the base rectangle, and you can just press yes.
Oh. If someone, okay, if you think you have problems, make sure you share your screen and we can start, okay?
Hey, stop spamming. Okay. So now we can add some details to this rectangle, okay? So to add a detail, you simply select the sketch again. And this time for the sketch plane, instead of on the top plane, we're going to select on top of the object that we just made, okay? So right over here. Click on this, and if you switch to the front view, you'll notice that the plane that we are drawing on, which is this light blue line, is on top of the object instead of on this dark blue line, which is the top plane. Okay. Now, let us draw some features. I feel like drawing sort of like a bar over here. Oops. So let's just do this. And okay, we have the feature. Okay, I have the feature I want to draw. Now I simply just extrude my feature. Finish my sketch and then extrude my feature. So I just press extrude, click on my feature, and I can either add it to my already made object, or I can sort of engrave it on. Okay, I'm going to go 3 millimeters and click on check mark, and now I have my feature. Okay. Any questions on that? Okay, so that's going to be all for review, and let's go on with what we have planned for this class today. So for class today, we are going to make a teacup, okay? This looking thing, okay? Wait, let me make it cleaner. Okay, we're gonna make this thing right here. It is a cool looking teacup, okay? Now you're probably wondering, right? How can we make something like this? Well, it's really simple, okay? So first of all, create a new document. Let's call it teacup.
Yeah, so for every step, we'll stop to wait a few seconds. So for you to try it also, okay? So everyone now, you should go back and create a new document. All right, just follow Larry, okay?
All right, so everyone made a new document. Okay, so now we are going to start with our sketch. Now, if you look at this thing, it is round. So you might have the idea of sort of drawing the space here and extruding it, and then drawing another teacup on top of it and extruding it. But you know, that's kind of inefficient, right? So there's this feature in Onshape called revolve, okay, right here. It lets you sort of take a thing and like revolve it around an axis. And by doing that, you can create a new object, or you can subtract. It's similar to extrude, but It's specialized for creating something round. So we are going to make a new sketch. And for our sketch plane, we're going to use, instead of the top plane, we're going to use the front plane. Okay. Has everyone done that? All right, and now let's right click and view normal to sketch plane. So this is the front of our project, okay? We are not looking at top down. Now we are going to take this corner rectangle, okay? And I just sort of draw something like this. And now we are going to take that dimension tool and then set the length to 50 and the width to, let's say, 2.5. So type something in the chat when you have a rectangle like this.
Okay, let us know when you're done to draw a rectangle. If you have problems, just let us know. Steven, so what's your problem? You don't know, you forgot how to draw a rectangle now? Steven, do you have a microphone on your computer? So how about that, everyone else? Okay, anyone finish the? Okay, Larry, can you stop sharing? Okay, Steven, you can share your screen.
Okay, so the constraints are, I think it's something called like over-defined or something, but basically you drew your rectangle on a line. And because of that, you can also, you're kind of using the right angle tool instead of dimension. Yeah, so press sketch, front plane. Create a rectangle.
No, this time we use the first.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, dimension.
You're back into inches again, by the way. Okay, I think it's because you set your default unit as inches. So later you're probably going to have to change that. Yeah, set it to millimeter. And click the green arrow, check mark, sorry. Okay,
double click the sketch. You have to double click the sketch.
So go to sketch 1 on the left bar, features, yeah, double click it. And then dimension. That's going to be 2.5. Press enter. Okay. You're going to have to zoom in quite a bit.
Use your scroll button.
All right, and then click on the width. Sorry, the length. Yeah, that's it. And then do 50. Okay, now zoom out. Okay, you are done for this step. Also, you can drag the corner to sort of like move it around. So let me show you guys. If you click on like this corner here, you can sort of drag your rectangle around to reposition it. Okay, so everyone is done with this rectangle, right? All right, so next step, we're going to make another rectangle, and it's going to go from this corner here on this rectangle, our first rectangle, and extend this direction. The width, by the way, if you just make your rectangle and not click on anything else, and then type width, which in this case is going to be 25. It's kind of like an automatic dimension tool for you. So like just to make things a bit faster. So does everyone have their second rectangle here? It's going to be 25 by 2.5.
If you missed the default dimension tool, you can just add the dimension yourself.
Okay, so after we're done with this rectangle, I mean the second one, we're going to make another one. So this rectangle will go from here to, let's say, yeah, let's make it something like this. It's going to be 20 by 5. All right. And class is testing something. So has everyone finished this looking thing? Other than Brian.
So if you're wondering what we're doing here, is we are drawing a cross section, okay, of the cup. So next step, we're going to just rotate it or spin it around the X. So it will become a 3D star. Okay.
Okay. All right, Stephen, what's your problem? Can you view normal to sketch plane? Okay. Just click on the back. Click on back. Click on the back part of the cube on your top right. Okay, just view to normal sketch plane. Right click. Right click. Steven, can you hear me? Right click house. Okay, so can you right click and then press view normal to the sketch plane? Right click, not hold right click. Okay. And just click on front, click on, so you see this top, do you see the top right cube thing, right? Top right, other right, other right. Yeah, click on the front. Yeah, click. Okay. Oh man. So I would just redo it at this point. Like delete your diamond. Yeah, okay. And now just turn that one into 50. I mean 25, sorry, 25. Okay. And create another rectangle underneath that, and the dimensions are going to be 5 by 20. Other side, not from that point. Right click and press escape sketch. Escape line, whatever. Okay, now start the rectangle from the point to your left of that one. Left, other left. Press Ctrl Z real quick. Yeah, from that one. It's click, not drag. Oh, sorry. You're supposed to click on rectangle and like go into the mode for rectangle. Yeah, from that point and drag. Yeah, okay. And the dimensions is going to be 20, so 20. From there, if you want to set them up, if you want to set the dimensions from there, you're going to have to like not click on anything at all, just type the numbers. The dimensions are 20 by 5. That side is 5. You're no longer in the dimension. You're no longer in the dimension tool. Click and click somewhere else, not on the same line. And now click, now type 20. Press enter. All right, and next, yeah, set that dimension to 5. All right. You can drag the corner to coincide with the other corner. Or you can use dimension tool for position. Okay. So click on this dot right here. And click on this dot right here. And type 0. All right, never mind. Control Z. Yeah, undo. You can try dragging it on top of each other. Or you can try using the coincident constraint. So click on, yeah, that works too. Okay. So does everyone have what Stephen has? Okay, I see Aviva has it. Okay, so moving on. This is where actually first, so we have been using dimension tool to sort of set the position. Not set the position, set the size of our objects, okay? But this time we are going to use it to set the position of an object. So how do we do that? So dimension tool is constraint. So we are going to tell the computer the position of our object relative to something else, okay? So use this dimension tool, and we are going to take our dimension of this line and also click on this X line here and set it to 0. So what this is going to do is basically the distance between our line of this side and this line, which is basically the y-axis of this plane. to be 0. Now we can do the same thing for, oops. We can do the same thing for this side. So now it's on the origin. Does everyone have that?
Yeah, another way to do it is just drag it to the original one.
Yeah, so you can also do it by just like simply dragging your thing there. You know, like this. Easy. Okay, so
Control Z.
you see my screen, right? Mandy, do you see my screen? Okay, so I'm going to drag this corner and put it on top of this origin right here, okay? So I'm gonna click and hold and then drag it right on top until where like the origin has this yellow box on it, okay? And boom, magic. Okay, so does everyone have an object that's on the origin? Okay, Steven, do you have any questions? Go ahead. Select on the left side. On your left side on the features bar. Yeah, features bar, select sketch 1. Left column. Yeah, sketch 1, select that. Okay, now you double clicked it. Okay, now X out of that revolve, you made a new one. Press the X button that's right next to the green check mark. Yes. Okay, now double click revolve 1. Now click on revolve axis. And then zoom in onto your sketch. Yeah, and sort of click on this. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in more. And click on like this line right here.
Vertical line.
The vertical line there. Yeah. Now click on the green check mark. All right, you now have a cup. Okay, so I'm going to do it again as an example. So right now we have our sketch here, right? So I'm going to click on revolve. And for my regions to revolve, I'm going to click here on sketch 1, because if I don't do that, then I'll have to like manually select each individual part I want to revolve. And to me, that's kind of annoying. Also from here, you can also deselect your spaces by just clicking on this X button right here. So if I click on sketch 1, it means I'm going to be selecting my entire first sketch, all right? So sketch 1, and for our revolve axis, which is the like center point of where we're going to circle things around, I'm going to be using this line right here because it's a vertical line. Okay. And now we have our cup. Yay. Okay, Alex, what's the problem?
Maybe,
Can you share your screen? How, what? Would you like me to show you how to do it again? Alice, you there? Only the bottom part like there. What? If you have a question, just share your screen. I'll help you.
So Mandy, can you share your screen?
Uh, okay, that makes it kind of hard. So can you describe your problem then? Because, or if you want, I can walk you through the process once more.
Probably your X was not correct.
Okay, so from how far back? Do you want me to show you how to? Do you want me to show you how to get the cup from the sketch, or even further? I'm just going to assume it's from the sketch. Okay, so from here, click on the revolve button in the top left corner. And I just want to ask you to select a face or sketch region. And we are going to select the sketch from one part in this features bar here. And after that, go to revolve axis, like click on this, zoom in a bit, and click on this line here. All right. And now you have a cup. Anyone have any questions still? Okay, so everyone has a cup now, right? Okay, so from here, we are going to use the fillet function and the chamfer. We're not really going to use chamfer because fillet is what we want because we want these smooth edges. You see these and these, yeah. Because I think it'd be kind of uncomfortable to drink from something with an edge this sharp. So we are going to go to this area right here and click on fillet, okay? It's right next to chamfer, fillet. And once we have fillet selected, it's going to ask us for entities to fillet. We are going to select this outer rim of our cup. Okay. Once you have that selected, do the radius. Let's go with like 1.5. Because I feel like doing it on both sides of our rim. Okay. So once I select 1.5, you'll notice that it's kind of round now. Okay. And that's just like how we want it. And once we have that, just click on this green check mark and you're done. Okay, let me show you how to do it again. So click on fillet, click on our entity to fillet, which is going to now be this inner ring once we have this outer one finished. And then click on the radius of our fillet. It's now going to be 1 millimeter. And click on the green checkbox. And now we have a smoothed out rim. Any questions? How do you make the cup, or how do you make the cup round? Like, do you want me to show you how to revolve it again? Okay, the cup. So, sorry. So we have our sketch 1 right here, okay? And from here, we are going to go to this top left corner and click on revolve. Okay, have you clicked on revolve? Okay, I'm assuming you have revolve opened up. And now we are going to click on the sketch your face region to revolve. We are going to use sketch 1 in this left area over here. Okay, click on that. And then now we are going to select our revolve axis. So click here in the middle of this red box. Then we're going to select the axis that we want our sketch to revolve around. And for that, we're going to zoom in a bit and use this line going up and down right here. And once we click on that, we will have our cup. So we just simply click on this green check box here and voila. Okay, do you have your cup? Okay. So would you like me to explain the fillet? Okay. So does everyone have a cup with a rounded rim? And if you do, you can, on your own, go ahead and fillet these edges. Okay, so fillet these edges to make it look kind of like this, okay? Also, actually, extra challenge. Before you fillet this edge here, what measurement? You can do whatever looks best to you. I think this was around 5 millimeters. Let me check. Yeah, it was about 5 millimeters. Extra challenge is before you smooth out this rim, make a hole around here, okay? The length gap between this wall right here is about 2.5 millimeters thick. So your challenge is to drill a hole in here. Any questions? Okay, put done in the chat once you're complete. So the depth of the hole in the bottom of the cup, I believe, should be 5 millimeters. Because it's like the length of the sketch of the rectangle that was on the bottom. Of course, you could have also gone back to the sketch and edited it from there, but extra practice for extruding. Hole in the cup, yeah, I want you to put the hole on the bottom over here. Like this area, okay? So like from here to here. How? That's for you to figure out. Use your knowledge from the last class and make a sketch on the bottom and extrude it and remove a portion of the bottom. Okay, so I'm just gonna walk it through now. So we're going to make a sketch, okay? Sketch. Okay, our sketch plane is going to be the bottom of this cup right here. All right, select that. Okay, view normal to sketch plane. Okay, is everyone over here now? Okay, and now we're going to make a circle. So go up here to center point circle. If you can't find it, then it's going to be around here. And we're going to make a circle from the origin and then out. All right. So do you have a circle? See it is there. How did what? Make a circle? So to make a circle, you just go over here in the sketch area and click on center point circle. And then click on the origin, which is going to be the center point, and then click somewhere else. All right. How big? So get the dimension tool and click on the edge of this circle and the edge of the bottom of the cup and set that to 2.5. This is going to set the distance between the inner circle and the outer circle. And then from there, confirm your sketch. And then go to extrude. Okay. Go to the extrude here. And we're going to extrude this area right here. Select remove because we are drilling a hole, and set the depth to 5 millimeters. Okay, has everyone gone there? And once you get to that step, just click on this big green check. And now you have your hole. Okay, so the difference between, by the way, the fillet and the chamfer is that chamfer is just a straight line, and fillet is rounding it. So for example, if I chamfer this right here, let's go with 5. 2.5. You'll notice that instead of a rounded edge like up here, it's just a straight line right here. Okay, has everyone finished their cut? Okay, Steven, what's your problem? Okay, so your extrude has a problem. Can you double click on the red extrude on the side? Double click. Double click. Yeah. Okay, so you selected a different sketch. So click on the X to the right of face of sketch 1. The X, yeah, right there. And also click remove on the side of add. This means you're going to remove stuff from it. Okay, and click on the cursor looking thing next to blind. Yeah, it's to the right of blind, the cursor thing, not that, the cursor to the right of your mouse. Yeah, that. Click. Okay, and then click on the green checkbox. Okay. There it is. Oh. Okay, anyone else have a question? So my dad says that just for fun, how about we make a hole that goes through the cup? Okay. So I guess here, let's go to the front plane, click on sketch, front plane.
I thought just make the bottom.
Oh, make the bottom hole.
Easiest one.
Oh, okay.
You already created that.
Oh, sorry, let me share my screen. So let's create, make the bottom hole go through the entire thing, okay? So to do this, we can go to this extrude on the left here, and then double click to edit it. So we're kind of going back in time to edit it. And from there, instead of blind on the end type, we're going to select through all, okay? And this means that our hole is going to stop at nothing. It's going to go through every single thing in front of it.
So this, I just want to demonstrate that there are some few options when you try to remove materials from the part. So for especially for this extrude, you can remove it, make it a hole totally through everything, or you can make it a blind hole, means it has a depth. So, but if it's like a through everything, so it will like a through hole. So it's not a cup anymore.
Yeah, so it is kind of defeating the purpose of the cup, but we're doing it just for fun, okay?
So if you don't like this blind hole, you can just double click it and change it to switch back to the blind hole. Okay.
Okay. Any questions? Guys, you better speak up now, or else you have to kind of send an email later.
Yeah, for now, I think that's all for today.
So I think today's class, that's all for today's class. Make sure you check your email, okay? We are going to send a full tutorial about today's cup from beginning to the end. So if you cannot catch up in the class, you can always follow the video. So and from the scratch. So for the video, is the good thing is whenever you don't know what to do, you can always pause the video and replay the video. So it's unlike the class, so you have more time and to correct anything you missed. Okay, so that's the thing. And we're also going to release a homework video, which you also have to finish. So basically, just check your email, wait for the two emails, two videos. One is for our class. Make sure you finish it if you haven't, and make sure you also finish the homework video. Okay, so next week, yeah, before the class, we are going to let you to send a screen snapshot of whatever you have made, so that we know you did finish your homework. All right. Okay, so that's all for today. Make sure to check your email, or if you don't have email, ask your parents to forward the email to you. Okay, so because I'm going to send the video to your parents too. All right, so good night, everyone. Have a nice week. Okay.
Okay, see y'all.
Thank
Good work.
you. Bye.